Round pick for Trevor Booker up top. Oh, with the left hand, Jack. Here's Kyle DeRozan. Oh, flying
in your offense. Obviously, the former Raptors well-traveled.
In his 13th season and all. The players' ears on the inbounds plays.
Listen, I've had an impact.
Red Van Fleet is in out of Wichita State. Oh, look at the drop ball to DeRozan. Dropping it.
It was just interesting because I was just checking it out as Serge on the Houston Rockets. DeRozan operating in the paint, sidestep, left hand. Here's DeRozan on the inside, put back, good. To go, Raptors by 2. Working on grab. Everybody, screen set by CJ. Demar, foul, finishing. No. Long rebound, DeRozan's gonna fire the three. Oh!
Iverson, bothered by Lou.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit that neck on her big neck. My niggas selling crit.
What's up, YouTube? It's Drew, and I'm back in another video with a big body banger 23 video. Now, first things first, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna roll to 6K, you know what I'm saying? Today, I am the build dealer on your local corner, and I'll come at y'all with this Toronto Demar Derozan build video. Yes, sir, it was requested, so here it is today. I had a good time with this build as always. As you know, if you are a loyal sub or if you watch my videos, you know that I already made a Demar Derozan build, you know, current day, but I do like to go in the past and add different versions of the build, as I did earlier this week. This week I did Pacers Paul George, because that was asked out of me, so I did it, and y'all seem to enjoy it, and you also want to see Toronto Demar, so now you're gonna see it. But without further ado, let's get right into the attributes that I use for this Demar Derozan build video. All right, so as you see right here, he's a 6'7" small forward, 220 pounds with a 6'9" wingspan and a defined body shape. This is all accurate to Demar, especially like Toronto Demar. I don't know, like it's the same Demar Derozan really, but it's just accurate in general. And with this build, you're going to see that it is a very, very offensive heavy build. But the main difference between this Demar Derozan and the other Demar Derozan is that this one will have a lot less playmaking, a lot more athleticism, you know, things like that. Now, you see right here, I'm going to put his driving dunk off rip at a 92, his driving layup up to a 90, and his post control up to a 74, you know, off rip. And on top of that, I'm going to put his close shot up to a 75. Now for his shooting, I'm going to put his mid-range at a 90, his three-point shot at a 65, and then leave your free throw alone for now. For playmaking, you want an 80 ball handling, 80 speed with ball, and you want a 65 pass accuracy. You could go 64, but keep it at 65 because you get access to more badges. For your defense and rebounding, you want a 75 perimeter defense, a 40 interior defense, and a 60 defensive rebounding. For your physicals, you want an 80 speed, a 79 acceleration. You want to put your vertical up to an 85, and you want a 95 stamina. So as you see right here, I have extra points to work with. So the first thing I'm going to do is put it toward mid-range. So I have 93 mid-range shot just off of that alone. And then you could put as much as you can toward close shot, and then put the rest toward free throw. And that is pretty much the build. So let me know what you think down below about the build. As I said, this one is a lot more athletic, a lot more finish focused than the Demar Derozan that I made, I think a few weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, something like that. You know, because obviously after he went to the Spurs, he became more playmaking oriented. But you see I have access to slashing, shot creating, playmaking, and lockdown takeover. I went with finishing moves and pull-up precision as my takeovers for this Demar Derozan build. And yeah, and in the shades of, you know, last time I got DeMar DeRozan specifically, but I think because it was Raptors Demar, I didn't get him, but I did get his teammate, Zach LaVine, you feel me? And RJ Barrett, that's a pretty good comparison, as well as Latrell Sprewell. You see, or is it Sprewell, whatever. You have built it inside the arc score. So let me know what you think down below about the build, what you like about the build, what y'all think I could have done differently. You know, like I said, I feel like it's a pretty accurate representation of Toronto DeMar. You know, it has his athleticism. Obviously, he has less three-point shooting as well. I believe the original DeMar I made had like a 70 or 75 three-point shooting. So, you know, there's definitely very important differences. Now, with the badge spread, is obviously very offensive focus, so you don't have many defensive badges, but I would put all 4 badge attributes to finishing, you know, because I feel like that's your most important category. You have enough badges in all the other departments. It's just finishing. It wouldn't hurt to have more badges at all, you know, so definitely put all 4 of your badges toward finishing. Now with this build, this definitely was a fun build to play on. Like I could definitely see you going crazy with this DeMar DeRozan build. Like I could see you in the post working and, you know, putting that thing on him, and then hitting it with that post fadeaway or that post spin, you know, on top of that, just dunking right down the lane, putting that thing on him, you know what I mean? Like this is one of those builds where you just bound to have some highlights, but you can also get bailed out by his post control, and it's just a very fluid and smooth build, especially if you are a natural mid-range player. You know, it feels very good, you know, pulling up from the midi, hitting post phase, things like that, you know, and you have Hall of Fame midi position for a reason and elite contact dunks. So, you know, you're going to be working inside that arc, you're going to be working, you know, on the 2-point line all the time. You know, it's a DeMar DeRozan build for a reason. But let's talk about DeMar DeRozan and Toronto DeMar. So Toronto DeMar honestly was an amazing player, but obviously he was one of the first instances in the NBA where we saw that teams really don't care about their players. Like I think his trade was like the same year that Isaiah Thomas got traded, you know, and honestly, it's just sad. Or no, it was the year after Isaiah Thomas got traded. And it's sad because DeMar DeRozan put his whole heart and soul into that team, you know? He became like the all-time leading scorer, I believe. You know, had like 4 or 5 All-Stars on the team. You know, he put everything out for the Raptors. And did they eventually win a championship? Yes, but at what cost? You know, they won 1 championship and they haven't been the same since, you know, because they traded away their core. They traded away DeMar, eventually traded away Kyle Lowry. You know, it's hard to win when you threw away everything for 1 ring, you know, and I really feel bad for DeMar because, you know, he was blindsided by that team, even though they did get what they wanted to get. But still, like, if I could go back to 2018 and tell DeMar that he was getting traded, I would. But that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 6K, I'm saying. Comment down below any build y'all want, and I'll eventually get to them. And let me know your thoughts down below. But until then, I'm out. Peace.